What if I told you the color green inside your phone isn't a design choice? It's not aesthetic, it's not random, and it definitely wasn't chosen to look techy. In fact, this one color is the result of war, human biology, and microscopic chemistry, all colliding in a place you never think to look. Think about it. Open a TV remote, a calculator, an old desktop computer. Different brands, different decades, different countries. And yet, they all share the same beating heart. A circuit board, and almost always green. But here's where it gets weird. We have the technology to make them black, blue, red, even transparent. So why does the entire world still default to green? Was it just one engineer, decades ago, making a random choice that everyone blindly followed? Or is there something deeper hiding beneath that color? Let's break the first illusion. Circuit boards aren't actually green. Yeah, what you're seeing isn't the board itself. Underneath that color is a dull, almost lifeless material. Fiberglass and epoxy. Yellowish, grayish, boring. The green layer? It's more like armor. A microscopic shield called a solder mask. Imagine hundreds of tiny copper highways, so small that one wrong connection and the entire system collapses. One drop of metal in the wrong place, short circuit, dead device. So engineers coat the board with this protective layer, leaving only the exact points exposed. But why green? This is where history steps in. Go back to the Cold War era. The biggest customer for circuit boards wasn't consumers, it was the military. They needed electronics that wouldn't fail in heat, cold, humidity, or chaos. Early protective coatings? They naturally had a muddy, greenish tint. But scientists didn't stop there. They experimented, tested, failed, repeated, and eventually they discovered something surprising. A specific shade of green performed better under extreme conditions, more stable, more reliable. So the military standardized it. And when you're ordering millions of units, factories don't argue. They adapt. Green became the default, not because it looked good, but because it worked. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Before machines inspected circuit boards, humans did. Picture this, a worker, under harsh fluorescent lights, staring at hundreds of tiny reflective metal points for hours. The result? Eye strain, mistakes, fatigue. Then scientists made a discovery. The human eye is incredibly sensitive to green wavelengths. It's the easiest color for your brain to process. Less strain, more clarity, and something even better? Green creates the perfect contrast. Silver solder stands out, white text becomes crisp, errors become visible. Switching to green didn't just help, it reduced manufacturing mistakes dramatically. Now fast forward to today. We can make circuit boards in any color. And yes, some high-end devices use black, blue, even white. So why hasn't green disappeared? Because green is perfected. Its chemical formula has been refined for decades. It cures faster, hardens stronger, allows tighter precision, down to 0.1 millimeters. Other colors? They look cool, but they're slightly less reliable, more expensive, more prone to tiny defects. And in electronics, tiny defects equal big failures. So the world sticks with what works. Here's something most people don't know. Green isn't just easier on your eyes, it also helps automated inspection systems. Cameras and lasers can detect defects faster because green reflects light in a highly predictable way. It's not just human-friendly, it's machine-optimized. So, the next time you see that green board inside your device, you're not just looking at a piece of hardware. You're looking at a decision shaped by war, refined by science, optimized for the human mind, and perfected by decades of engineering. It's a reminder that the simplest things around us are often the result of the most complex stories, and most of the time we never even think to ask why. If you enjoy uncovering the hidden logic behind simple things, hit subscribe,
Share this with someone curious, and until next time.